Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome Virgo, welcome cross watchers for Virgo. And if you're landing here for the first time, really glad to welcome you to Awakened Priestess Tarot. Come in the comments, say hello, let me know where you are tuning in from. That helps me get to interact with your energy. And it's always my pleasure at the end of my day. The way I unwind is I make myself a Fogarita. It's not a real one. It's with zero proof tequila because I'm such a lightweight. And I read comments and I reply. Yeah. Who knew? It's my weekend. It's what I do. It's every evening, actually. So what do we got going on right now? We are past the full moon, although, you know, that energy kind of lingers for a few days before, a few days after. So if you're still feeling the need to kind of release some stuff, not too late to go ahead and do that. If you are in any of the memberships, the individual zodiac or the all access pass, that full moon reading is there for you. It's a good one. I do the main reading and then I go around the zodiac. So you got the whole thing. You can go check that out. And for the rest of you, yesterday, Pluto was semi-square the North Node. A semi-square. If this is a square, it's like in, you know, half of that. And so the energy signature of that is change that ushers us into a new future. And I have talked about that in the in October a bit, and also in November 2025 monthly energy update. So if you haven't watched that reading, go ahead and watch that, because I give you the overview of the astrology for the whole month, and I take it week by week, you know, through the tarot spread. It's an interesting approach, but check it out. Tell me if you like it. We also have Uranus today. Uranus is retrograde and is finally moving back into Taurus. So out of Gemini, back into Taurus. I'm kind of glad, because that's all happening in my 10th house, and I like me some unexpected good fortune in my 10th house of career. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And then, of course, in a couple days on the 9th, Mercury stations retrograde at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. And so that energy does shift things for us a bit as well. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling from Law of Attraction Oracle to activate the reading. Here we go. You are getting the reversed message for illumination. This is what it looks like. And your message is confusion or denial may be clouding your judgment. Open yourself to clarity. That's perfect. I'll read the upright version just so you kind of know what the reverse of it is. Truth and clarity are being revealed. You are seeing things as they truly are. Seek deeper understanding. Journal, meditate, or ask for signs to guide your path. So if you've got confusion or denial operating here, or anything that's clouding your judgment, those are some tips for how to open yourself up to clarity. This actually feels like an Ace of Swords message. You know, like see things, like something that gets revealed that helps you see things as they are, not how you either want them to be or even thought they were. Okay? So, why am I shuffling this? Just because it's sitting right in front of me. Don't get older, guys. It's highly overrated. Okay, so I'm going to pull the spread. It's a different Soulmate Twin Flame spread that I have used in private readings, but this is my first time using it here on the channel. I haven't used it in a while, though, so I am following a guide to sort of help me. I'm going to pull all the cards. I'll walk you through the position of each card, give you my general overview, and then I'll go in and clarify as I feel the need. Okay, so we have card number 1 is your soul split. Card 2, Page of Pentacles, is your soul complement. The lesson here, Magician, love that. The blessing, Seven of Cups. Okay, there's your confusion and maybe illusion or what's the word that they use? Yeah, well, this isn't really about denial. This is more a little fantasy and illusion at times, and maybe because we're so overwhelmed on an emotional level. This card is sort of what's the blessing? No, that's the blessing. I'm sorry. This is what's the warning, and then what's heartwarming. I like having the King of Swords. Will really help bring in some clarity, won't it? So there you go. It might, that clarity you need and seek might be coming from your person, especially in the near future. Okay, so in the soul split, how does your person sort of indicate or demonstrate that they're an extension of you? Well, they accept the gift. They accept the gift of this love. They embrace it. They hold on to it and they treasure it and they carry it with them. So that's how they're an extension of you. Even if you're in separation right now, there's connection at 5D, and this is someone that's really holding on to you as though you really are the love of their life. You really are the one that's right for them. Now, what I like about the soul complement is how does this person amplify you or show you how to be a little better? Well, it's all, this card keeps coming out in these readings and usually right around here as if to say there's more to learn. Don't think you know it all. This is new territory for some of you, new environment, so you kind of have to go back to the drawing board and learn some new stuff, be open to it, take it one step at a time. The Page of Pentacles is also a fresh start energy, but it's like fresh start from square one. So one aspect of it is this person amplifies your willingness and ability to kind of have a fresh start or go back to the drawing board and learn what you don't know, which is a very Virgo thing to do, right? Virgo is very changeable, right? Meaning that we are flexible, we're adaptable. You wouldn't think we are because we're super linear, okay? But we're open to change, and as a result, sometimes we say, I think I got to go back to basics and retrace my steps and make sure that there isn't something important that I'm missing. So it's like beginner's mind. And this person sort of amplifies that and also shows you when you need to be a little bit more open to a clean slate, a fresh start, taking an initial step. It's a non-threatening way that this person kind of helps you be better. Now, the lesson. So this is what you haven't learned so far. And it's funny because it's your ruling planet. This is Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So we've got Mercury, about to go retrograde. And sometimes we forget that we have all the tools we need. We have all the elements. We have a pentacle, a wand, a cup, a sword. So that's all fire, earth, air, energy, and water. And we've got everything we need to manifest what it is we desire. But we've got to sort of operate from that sense of mastery. And sometimes we forget that. It's something that we really haven't quite grasped, which is why this person amplifies that Page of Pentacles. You got something to learn here about your power. Oh, I like that. Now, what's the blessing? What have you missed so far while either being distracted by, more negative energy or worry or self-doubt? What's the blessing here? And that is that you have many options. If you stay focused, you can attend to all your options and process them one cup crazy at a time. But the only caveat here is Seven of Cups can tip over into fantasy, can tip over into illusion. So you want to stay really centered. It goes very well with this Illumination card in reverse, right? If you're confused, don't go into denial and everything is very, like the, where we have just a little teeny part of our brain that exits and goes over here and plays out a fantasy. If we're in a state of emotional confusion or our thoughts are clouded, we can kind of dip into that pot a little bit, and you don't want to do that. But I think the blessing overall is you have options. It doesn't just have to be one way. And that's why this person sort of amplifying this for you is saying, and each time you embrace a new cup, a new option, you can kind of go back to the drawing board so that you can put it into motion or explore it. You don't have to know everything. Okay. Hear me, especially if you're here as a Virgo. You do not need to know everything. Now, what's the warning? What do you want to stick a pin in? What can you learn that will help you maintain this connection in a healthy way? Again, yes, you have options and things to weigh and assess in real time, but this card is about oftentimes, getting stuck on the fence about something. And not making a decision, not coming down on one side or the other, but kind of perpetually being in this juggling of if A then B, but B then C, but what about and how, because if we get in the weeds of the options, we might fall prey to indecision and being stuck on the fence and stalling for time. So it's a little bit of a warning. Maintaining this connection is going to require you to learn what you need to learn and then to take action from a sense of competency and mastery when it comes to manifestation specifically. And then what's heartwarming here? What do you need to know for your future? And what positives will this person be bringing to your life moving forward? They're bringing the clarity. They're going to match that energy or they're going to bring it out of you, right? Help you see things as they are. Help illuminate things. The King of Swords, in this case, what they're going to bring is, integrity, an intention to do right by you, wanting to do the right thing, being honest and forthright. King of Swords can be a little bit, I don't want to say rough around the edges, a little bit standoffish at times. But it's because they're always thinking, always thinking, always thinking. Think about someone that that's like super, super smart, and just like a whipsaw smart. And if you didn't already know them, but you were just meeting them casually in a party or a social situation, they wouldn't be the warm and fuzzy one. They wouldn't be the gregarious one. They're not the King of Wands, and they're not the salt of the earth King of Pentacles, and they're not the romantic philosopher musician type of the King of Cups, right? There's a lot going on behind the eyeballs. It's okay, because what that's going to do is help remove any clouded, any clouds that are interfering with your judgment, illuminate things that don't seem clear, help you process the options, help you weigh the pros and cons, and generally just be someone that you can trust to operate from integrity and honor and to be honest with you, because they want to do right by you. So now that is the upright interpretation because of the way the position of the card is framed, right? So again, take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying here for where I feel the need. This person, yes, there you are, Virgo. While you may feel like you're traveling alone, you're not. They're taking you with them, right? Right there in the pocket. They've got you. Beautiful. Yeah. See? And, as far as this is like that sort of going on faith and putting your face to the sun and being open to the next chapter because you're receiving this gift from Spirit. And how does it happen? Well, there are a lot of options. There are a lot of ways, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming, but you do it anyway. you go all in for love anyway. And that's how this person sort of is an extension of you. It's almost capturing your essence and then carrying it forward like the gift that it is. That's really lovely. Give me one card on the Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay, right. Helping you take one step at a time, so that you don't run into a pattern of avoidance or self-deception. That speaks to me because both of these cards, we have that potential of always stalling for time and never making a decision, or feeling a little overwhelmed, but then the blessing is in all the options for how to get ourselves out of the overwhelm. But we can fall prey to either avoiding dealing with it, or embodying a little bit of escapism, like I don't want to deal with that right now. And what's really good here is your person is amplifying how you can be better by just eating the elephant one bite at a time, so that you're not fooling yourself, that you're not avoiding or falling prey to self-deception. So that's a good thing, especially like we're talking about the connection. It's not just life in general, it's about this relationship. So let's see the lesson. 10 of Wands. Oh, I need more. There's our Page of Pentacles. Take it one step at a time. 2 of Wands. Yeah, when it comes to what you haven't really learned is it's something that feels very burdensome. You can manifest a fresh start. You can offload the negative karma, something that's been weighing on you, feeling very like heavy and pressured. And then what happens with that is we kind of start to have a little bit of a panic over, oh my God, and this is just a lot. And, that's why they're amplifying for you and showing you just take it one step. But first you got to know what you want. So the answer to how to manifest, because this is your power. This is your power, you, especially the Virgos here. Is that you have everything going for you, everything working for you in terms of manifestation. But you got to have some idea of what it is you want and what path is likely to get you there. And so even though this is coming from the bottom of the deck, it's almost as if your person sort of helps you see when it gets too overwhelming, when I feel it's too much pressure, when my manifestation game isn't working or it's not on point and I don't know what's happening or why. Instead of ramping up and heightening all the anxiety, which is low vibration, just go back to basics. First, say, what do I want? What do I really want? Because it's in there. It's in you. You know what you really want. And it's in a world of possibilities. So you kind of want to shoot for the stars. And I think you might be missing this a little bit. And maybe it's because something's cloudy, or they're using the word denial, but I don't even feel it's denial. I feel it's almost a little avoidant. Like when you can't see something clearly, you may be the type of person that just avoids dealing with it. Because the more I focus on it, the more cloudy it's going to get. the more confused I'm going to get, the more overwhelmed I'm going to get. If you just kind of bifurcate it and put it and compartmentalize it over here. By the way, I'm a Virgo, for those that don't know, so I'm really telling you my process. When I pull it over here, it's in my peripheral vision. I know it's there, but it's not weighing me down. I'm not feeling like I can't carry this anymore. And it opens me up to new possibilities and new ways to look at something and be the student of the situation. And in time, it kind of comes to me. Like the clarity, eventually, all the particles kind of get, more spread out. And then I'm like, how did I not see that? Hence the illumination card. So that's my little trick. But this person is here to kind of help you with that. Even if from a distance. So the blessing, despite the worry, despite the confusion, despite the doubt, despite any negative stuff, all the overwhelm over something that may potentially not be on solid ground, that might run the risk of falling apart. Wow. The blessing is the blessing. The blessing is there are a lot of options to repairing it, to shoring up the foundation. So I'm not seeing the Tower as something that's happening now. I'm seeing this as a response. This is all a response to something that's already happened. Something that's already happened that you may not see some things clearly, that you may still have some clouded understanding of, some confusion around. And instead of getting lost in the weeds of your emotions, if you use the energy of the Seven of Cups as a processing tool, right? Like I just said, compartmentalize. Take it one cup at a time instead of seeing them all there in front of you. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune landing on the Tower is interesting to me because it's saying there's a stroke of luck as to why that happened. You just haven't seen the blessing in it yet. You haven't seen the blessing in it yet. There's a reason why it happened. It was by divine design. It could have been a timing issue, that things didn't work out at that time, but that, it ain't over. We've got this energy of a passionate return. It's sort of there behind the scenes. So there's like the door is cracked, or right, you left the window cracked. There's still something open here that's going to allow your person's energy to return. That's why I'm saying it's not over. This is the blessing. While you're all focused on all the negative and the pieces you can't put together and not feeling masterful to manifest and getting overwhelmed and confused, the blessing is you've got options you can process, and maybe part of the message is one of the options to process is, wow, that was a stroke of luck. I dodged a bullet at that time. It felt like a bullet, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So it happened for a reason. It happened, it was a good fortune, a twist of fate for the better, even if it didn't feel that way. And the door was left cracked for this person to return. This is my favorite part so far. And I can see that because I think this person may not have been able to have your best interest at heart at that time, or they may not have been able to sort of be, what do I want to say? I'm being careful about this. It's not that this person had ulterior motives. That's not what I'm picking up. But there's a side of the King of Swords. Like I said, they're the ultimate strategist of the tarot. There's a side to them that is sort of a a little utilitarian, right? Like there are things that have to be done and they can get very analytical about it. And what they have to do is sort of cut their emotional tie so that they can perform or do what needs to be done. And it can really level everything. What I want you to know is they are carrying you with them. And that, I think if they returned, nothing would stop them. Nothing would stop them. But what happened because the timing was off, or there was something that was about to unfold in a much more devastating way. And so I am feeling like this person, whoops, sorry about that. This person had to kind of go into a little bit of a robotic, got to do this, got to take care of that. And I feel like it definitely is something that you're still confused by because you probably don't have all the information. So now when we look at this Two of Pentacles as the warning, give me a card on this. Ace of Wands, right? What can you learn that will help you maintain this connection in a healthy way? Don't sit on the fence. When you're being handed an Ace of Wands, take it and run. It is about, divine gift of inspiration, motivation, initiation. It is, inspired energy, is passion. So, for example, should this person find their way back in, find their way to you, and they come in with a lot more integrity than they went out, don't hedge your bets. Take yes for an answer. Don't negotiate past yes. So that's your little warning there. And the heartwarming aspect, what you need to know for the future. What positives this person? Yes. And they're not just coming in with the passion Knight of Wands. They're coming in to stay. Knight of Pentacles with an offer that's solid, that's legit. That they've planned this. Every step along the way, every turn has been planned and thought through and strategized. Nine of Cups. Wow, beautiful. Yes, because this person is still carrying and what you've got beneath the surface. I almost feel this is for both of you. Is that there might have been some sabotage. Something interfered in the connection. Something, someone. And then there was this person's response to it, and then there was your response to their response. And that's what brings the Tower in. So I almost feel like whatever went down here, it kind of ended real abruptly. Dramatically and abruptly, like almost out of the blue. And that's why you may still be having the confusion and not really seeing it clearly. I really feel this person is coming in with the clarity and coming in with an offer for you, like I'm here, I'm arrived. This Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, how good it feels. It's a lot of emotional self-satisfaction, that pat on the back, and say, look, we did this, we made it here, this is what you get to look forward to, right? And it's all because it's a way to resolve the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can, could have been an energy where you were feeling defeated, and now you're going to come through it and have this person on your side instead of feeling like they were against you. That's possible for some of you. So I definitely feel that you've got something to look forward to, and this person is bringing in something that was lacking before, which is stability and a plan for how to proceed with you so you can get to the good stuff. I know. All right, so that's this part of the reading. Wow, that went long. Yeah, in the extended, this is mostly from, about you and in your connection. And in the extended, I'm going to look at them. So let's take our King of Swords and put him through the paces. So if this has spoken to you and you want to take a deeper dive and look at this higher vibration, lower vibration aspect of this person, so you can kind of sense the energy that you're picking up on, or that you're noticing if this is someone you are in contact with. It's like how best to approach them. Their hidden energy, what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know, that you can't see, but that might be helpful for you to know. Their message to you, what do they want to say? What do they want you to know? Their feelings right now, their feelings either about you, about the relationship, about what they're, where they're at. We'll take that as it comes, as well as their intentions. Really key. We're getting a little bit of a dose here of intentionality, but this is more about what you have to look forward to. I want to see what's really in them, what's really part of their core when it comes to their intentions. So the links for that are below. There are 3 links, so make sure you look at each one before you grab on. And yeah, if you enjoy the readings and you haven't yet done so, by all means, please do join us here by subscribing below. That's how I grow the channel. I really want to get to 70,000 subscribers. That's a goal. Help us get there. Be part of that community. Click the little notification bell. And there's a little caret, like a little down arrow. Click on that and check all, so you get all notifications, not just some. If you're missing notifications, some people are saying, I wasn't seeing you. Well, then unsubscribe and resubscribe. Reset reset your app. Delete it and re-upload it. Whatever it takes to kind of, sometimes gremlins get in there. So, don't let it just be a mystery. There are things you can do to reset your device or your app. And don't forget to like, to hype. Sometimes you have to swipe the comment box to see the hype. If you got any hypes left, I'll take them. Thank you. All right, your astrological associations for this reading from the main spread. You have the Magician, which is Mercury, rules Virgo and Gemini. You have the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have the King of Swords, which is Aquarius. So Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aquarius. So those 5 are the strongest. If that speaks to you, if you've got it in your chart, your person does, is extra added confirmation. All right, guys, I'm headed to the extended. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.